We've been in business for 33 years now, and prior to branding, we just kind of hit and miss, radio, TV, newsprint, no specific plan, just, we do something for a while and, well, that's not working, let's try something else, and, go from radio to TV back to print and all, and then finally, about 6 years ago, we got into branding and talked with Chuck and with the people at the radio station and put together a plan. And first year we were up a little over 5% on that, and each year since then we've had increases pretty much every year. And there's been things that have happened that could prevent that. A lot of people say, well, it could be inflationary or whatever, which is true, but yet anytime you got an increase, I don't care where it comes from, but because it's real easy to go the other way. In our area, there's Lowe's has come in, Home Depot's come in. There's been another independent that's a larger company that's come in on the appliance side of it. There are furniture stores. There's Furniture Row out on the side of town now. There's mattress shops and dinette shops and whatever you want. It seems like somebody can specialize and put a shop in now. Yeah. So there's been a lot more competition come in too. So there again, with the increases, I feel like that the branding has helped, and we kind of go with the good old boys theme. Now a lot of people don't like the good old boys because they think of the Good Old Boy Network or the Dukes of Hazzard or whatever, but most of the people in this area know what I'm talking about when I say good old boy, because we just try to do it right and try to provide service to our customers, and that's the message we try to get across. I do the ads. We have a lack of talent, so but I've been doing them long enough now that we get out and I'll say something to somebody and they'll say, where did you go to school at, or where do you go to church at, or whatever, and I usually say, well, it's Barnestown and Country, and that's where it clicks with them, But a lot of people think they know me because of that, and so that's good and bad, I guess. But we're currently running on nine radio stations total, and we do absolutely no print, and we're talking about a little TV. I'm not real sure whether we want to go that route or not. It's kind of a deal of trying to find where we're going to finance it if we do some TV again. We have done TV in the past and all, but TV rates have gone sky high, and also we're basically just doing radio at this point. Well, we kind of started out with Midwest and the 4 stations that they have. And then there was another station we'd been with for years and years, a country station around that's I think still probably number 1 in the area, and so we had basically those 5, and then just kind of branched on out, and we've changed a couple of stations over the years, but that's kind of where we're at right now. Yeah, I always think, sometimes I think, man, every time I open up the paper, there's 4 or 5 different furniture stores in there with full page ads and stuff, and I think, but my gosh, the amount of radio you can buy for that. And that's one-time shot. And I keep thinking, well, maybe these guys are smarter than I am, and I'm too dumb to know that I need to be in print. But yet, we have the increases, and so I feel like that's the way for us to go. There's been a lot come and go over the years, and I guess that's always going to be the case, and that's another thing we try to point out to our customers is that down the road, if you do have a problem, or we're still there. The store has actually been there 71 years, and we've been there 33 of them now, and so hopefully in another 50 years or so I'll be able to retire. But we're up around 35% right now over what we were doing when we initially started. It's from about 1.2 to 2, in that neighborhood. And we're bumping 2. We haven't quite got there yet, but we're awfully close. Our fiscal year runs through March, and the last fiscal year we were right at the 2 mil, but we hadn't made it yet. The one thing I would say is when those bills come at the end of the month and you think, my gosh, if you do, you just got to stick with it, and in the long run it does pay off. But it's like I said earlier that every month I keep thinking, man, do we need to be doing this much, but I think in the long run that's where the increases have come over the years.